bosses, they're usually the biggest part of video games. Well, some can have a big impact on the story, and some can just appear out of nowhere, like this guy. But anyways, some bosses look really cool, like Quadraxis from Metroid Prime 2, and some can look not so cool. In fact, you never expect the looks or backstory in a horror game, usually making it more terrifying. The following bosses are made up of how disgusting, disturbing, or sickening I think the boss is. Now, note that the boss, just as there's bosses on here, does not mean I hate it. Also, Mimi's not on this list, just telling you in advance, and I did replace her with a different Super Paper Mario boss. And this list is highly opinionated, so if you have a different opinion, that's fine. And one final thing. Some of these bosses are from rated M games, so if you want to keep your sanity, don't watch this video. Lots of people find 02 and the original Zero disturbing, but I found a much more disturbing boss. But before I get to that, let me explain why people think 02 is disturbing, if you haven't played the Kirby 64 game. People think 02 and 0 is disturbing because it shoots blood. But let's say 0 shot green stuff, and it was green colored. Or 0, not the stuff, because the stuff's obviously green. Oh, never mind. Would that be blood? It could just be paint. Anyways, I found this boss much more disturbing, and it's also because I want to be unique, and that's Drossia from Kirby Canvas Curse. Alright, before you hit that dislike button, let me explain my reasoning. First there's the blood retort, but another thing, Drossia has an evil cackle, and Zero makes no unusual sounds. It's the soul form, however, that really makes it disturbing. Drossia's soul looks hideous! At least 0 and 02 actually look cool. Also, Drossia's soul makes the ear-splitting scream. You know who that reminds me of? Now, here we go. It's GLaDOS. Why is she on here? I consider replacing her with a lot of bosses, and then I played the fight with Baldi. My speakers were muted the first time I played, so I didn't really hear that well. When I got them fixed, I realized a few things. Some of the dialogue is creepy. And then there's the anchor core, which growls in a disturbing sort of way. And then there's the whole deadly neurotoxin scenario. But what kicked it off was the mortality core, which was supposed to stop GLaDOS from using the neurotoxin. Her voice is like a normal robot at first, but when you incinerate the core, her voice gets all smooth, seductive, and creepy. It's like a screamer in a very, very technical sort of way that lasts more than a few seconds. This entry is rather short for various reasons. First of all, I don't think I need to say too much about him. And second of all, there's not much to say about him. And let's get it. It's the Mimi replacement, Dimencio. Dimencio turns Luigi into a guy with a dress, odd-shaped arms, and a spring neck thing. And then there's the pure evil of Dimencio's plan. Too evil to be in a Mario game. A Mario game! I want to be unique with this countdown. So instead of Nightmare here, since I've seen it on almost every single countdown list, I replaced it with the Yakuza. The Yakuza is a spider. I don't like spiders. It looks really ugly too. It looks uglier when it fires its fireballs. Also, it moves weird. After it's done enough damage to the first one, the head will jump around and spew dead parts. Like the Rakhive from Borderlands, except the Rakhive is a creature, but that's beside the point. It's still disgusting. Is there anything really to say about this guy? Just look at him. He's fat. He has arrows sticking out of his back. He's missing his jaw. His tongue's hanging out. And he has an exposed butt. That's enough said. It's Majora. He's shaped like a heart, but that's kinda dumb. It's a heart. And disturbing. But anyways, the first form is bad enough, with those eyes that practically bore into your soul. It gets more frightening. The second form, Majora's Incarnation, squeals like it's mental. It also moonwalks. Not like Michael Jackson's Incarnation. No offense, I love Michael Jackson. And then the third form, Majora's Wrath, looks ugly and has an even more psychotic squeal. Nintendo, why did you make this boss? I wanted to include at least one prototype boss on here because of the disgusting stuff in it. So, I put in Elizabeth Green. She looks possessed in her human form, and she's psychotic. And then there's her second form, a tumor with a disgusting mouth and whiskers. That thing erupts kidney stones. Now that's the thing. Final Fantasy, just like Prototype, has a lot of weird creatures on it, but this one was the most gross, and that is Genova. It has a lot of grotesque forms, like this and this. I can see why Cloud went mad at the first glimpse of Genova. Also, to make it even worse, that first form has no head. Where is the head? Sephiroth keeps it in a jar. Now that's twisted. Psycho Mantis is abnormally high for several reasons. First of all, he takes control of your game controller and makes it vibrate to the point of moving. He can also shut your T off via. And he throws stuff at you, and he can dodge all your bullets. Behind him, there are pictures of the developers. They will laugh psychotically. So the developers hate us. They make this boss, then they laugh at us. And is he wearing S&M gear? He has a gas mask, which is slightly creepy, but the real face, oh my god! Against Matt Helms, it already starts off in a mansion. I don't like mansions. It reminds me of the old chateau. But then there's Matt Helms himself. There are a lot of words to describe him. Psychotic, idiot, pyromaniac, and creepy. So, there's more. He has a clown mask, and it's pretty messed up. Travis's definition is quite accurate. Also, Matt Helms will laugh at just about anything, from using his blowtorch to being slashed in half. But when you kill him, that's where he gets really weird. His head explodes, he turns into a child, and whispers, "I'm gonna kill you." Also, he has a hatchet, which oddly resembles his flamethrower. Then there's a backstory. Matt Helms came back to life in exchange for becoming this. And that was a literal deal with the devil. Warning, this next boss contains large amounts of inappropriate body parts. Turn off the video now if you're offended by such material, because it gets much worse. Oh, Clotho, of course. Clotho from God of War 2 looks disgusting at the bottom already. It's covered in hideous, blue, fatty, ugly breasts. But when you get to the top, you see this thing's face. And oddly enough, that reminds me of the Broodmother from Dragon Age Origins. This thing is a she. How do you call this a she? Does it even have a gender? Warning. The next boss contains intense symbolism and disturbing media. Only number 4. Yep, that's Gygus. Now, I'm sure everyone knows the story by now, but if not, here it is. Gygus' dialogue was based off a childhood trauma of the creator of Earthbound, where he witnessed a rape scene by accidentally wandering into the wrong theater. And also, the Devil's Machine is shaped like a birth canal, and a fetus appears in Gygus' second or third form. And then, it looks pretty weird. And would you ever expect this in Earthbound? The game with this music? Another thing, you were sent back in time to fight Gygus. So in other words, you might be trying to abort Gygus! Warning, extremely disturbing imagery from a rated M game. Revelations Persona has one of the most twisted plots in video game history, and yet Pandora's still too much. Pandora appears to be a girl at first. Then you see her deformed arms, and her deformed legs, and her butt for a face, and her enormous swelling chest, and that's where the girl head is. Now that is wrong! That is seriously wrong! But it's only number 3 because after the first one, it turns into a butterfly. A butterfly! After that monstrosity! Warning, all of the previous warnings combined. Next boss is from the Dragon Age series.
Now the pieces fall into place.
Hold it. I wasn't going to say Brood Mother. Sure, it's gross and all, but when I played Dragon Age Awakening, I met an even more disgusting boss. And that's the mother. No, I did not copy this from KB Madhouse. I witnessed it myself. And reflecting on it, I'm not sure if I should have played the game. Look at that. It looks just like a Brood Mother, but with a face that's dripping blood.
It does not change
But
what
there's
you
more.
are.
The mother's dialogue consists of taking care of her children. It can be pretty darn twisted. I'm not going to show this one scene where she turns
It was a
gross
mistake
because
to
it
free you.
scares the crap out
It
of
has
me.
left you with madness.
No. Just no. Oh God, no! No, not the servers! Please, anything but this! Why? 3 slugs that come out of a body! Okay, I've calmed down a bit. Anyways, number 1 is the Cerberus from Dante's Inferno. I put it on here for good reason. Look at that, it's a body. But then 3 slugs with tiny eyes come out of it. Also, it represents gluttony, and it tries to eat you, letting you see it close up personally. Just like KB Madhouse, I hate slugs. They're not my worst phobia or anything. I don't like them. This guy, it's even disgusting before the slugs appear. I thought that the Cerberus was supposed to be a dog. A dog! You call this a dog? But it gets higher than the other 2 because of these reasons. Unlike Pandora, there are no butterfly second forms. And unlike the mother, close and personal and no traces of humanity except the body. It's just the most disturbing boss in a non-horror game, no exception. There you have it. My opinion on the top 15 most disturbing bosses from non-horror games. I do hope you enjoyed my countdown. Please like, subscribe, or comment if you liked it. Oh, and stay safe this Halloween, or yeah, that'll help.